Let's wait for more people to join, especially Chris Redfield. Okay, I'm going to start again. So, anyways, where we left off, was Tim's stomach was what again? There's some phrases over here from the model composition we just read just now. Okay, so for the first question, the answer is churning. As churning refers to a twisting or uneasy movement, often used to describe stomach discomfort due to nerves, anxiety, or sickness. Tim weaved his way through the crowd, frantically trying to locate the nearest toilet. The shopping mall was like what milling around. So for question 2, the answer is actually like packed snow with shoppers milling around. It means the place is very crowded and there's a lot of people. Children were merry-making while some babies were brawling at the top of their voices. The what of the boisterous crowd and the merriment all over was making Tim feel horrible. The answer to question 3 is carnival, as carnival refers to a loud, lively, and festive environment which fits the context of a boisterous crowd, creating an overwhelming atmosphere. He felt like he was stuck in a maze. With each passing second, Tim's stomach churned more violently, increasing his urgency for the loo. Tim broke into the minute he saw the toilet sign, running very fast. Tim dashed into the first vacant cubicle, almost literally ripping his pants off him. Tim finally found relief when he got. Oh, hi everybody. Hi, Roblox, and Sad Hamster. Hi everyone. Today's my first time doing this on-camera teaching. Usually, you might recognize me from the guy who reads the Roald Dahl storybooks. Very exciting, I know. Tim dashed into the first vacant cubicle, almost literally ripping his pants off him. Tim finally found relief when he got his act together. Uh, wow, is this grammar? It's not grammar actually. It's more of vocab. It's more of composition writing. So we're going through model compositions and actually trying to remember some of the good phrases that they're teaching. This is for the primary 5 level. Then we'll do some exercises to try to remember also lah, the different phrases that we went through. When he got his act together, he rushed out of the minuscule place, all ready to hit the arcade. Minuscule space refers to a very small area, likely referring to a restroom cubicle or confined space that Tim was in before rushing out. All ready to hit the arcade. As he was washing his hands, suddenly ring, 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 a familiar sound filled the empty toilet. Tim craned his neck high and low to locate the source of the sound. Then he found it, a brand new mobile phone, vibrating and ringing away in one of the cubicles. It was the latest model. It was the phone that Tim was saving up for. Staring at his fortunate find, Tim was what seriously? The answer to question 6 is contemplated. Contemplated seriously. Since contemplated means to think deeply about something, which fits the idea of Tim seriously considering his fortunate find. Knitting his brows together, Tim weighed out what to nick the phone for himself. Tim weighed out his conscience and his desire to nick the phone for himself. Just then, the little gadget came alive with its lively ringtones again. After some major dithering, Tim decided to do the right thing. Hi Pro Roblox. You're pro at what, the game? What's your favorite Roblox game? I remember I used to play Prison Break on Roblox when I was a bit younger. Yeah, I think that's my favorite game, playing with my friends. Or the natural disaster one also. The one you have to escape the natural disasters. Those good memories. After some major dithering, Tim decided to do the right thing. Hello, hello. May I know who is on the line? An anxious voice spoke. Tim explained that he had found the phone and was now in the toilet. The other party heaved a sigh of relief and thanked him profusely for responding. Tim offered to meet the mobile phone's owner at the information counter of the shopping mall. A handsome man came for his phone. Tim handed over the phone with only a slight tinge of reluctance in him. The gentleman was so relieved to have his mobile phone back that he gave Tim a reward of $100, thanking Tim for being a boy of blank. Thanking Tim for being a boy of integrity. Integrity refers to honesty and strong moral principles, with fits because Tim ultimately did the right thing. Tim beamed a proud grin, and his stomach seemed to have miraculously recovered too. Now he was really all ready to hit the arcade for his favorite games. Okay, we're going on to some vocab questions. This is something similar that you would see in PSLE papers as well. But rather, we are using the vocab that we actually just learned. So this will be a bit easier because you should know what the different vocab and what the correct vocab should be. Tim's stomach was what again? The question to this is number 2, churning. The shopping mall was like packed snow with shoppers milling around. So it's 2 as well. The what of the boisterous crowd and the merriment all around was making Tim feel horrible. The answer to this is 2, synergy. Replace the underlined phrase, running very fast. Tim dashed into the first vacant cubicle. So is it number 1, racing as fast as flying? Or number 2, charging like a mad cow? Number 3, in hot pursuit? Or running at turbo speed? I think the closest answer to running very fast is actually number 4, which is running at turbo speed, which represents how fast and how swift Tim is at going to the toilet. When he got his act together, he rushed out of the white, all ready to hit the arcade. This is minuscule space, as it represents a place that is very small, like a cubicle. Question 6. Staring at his fortunate find, Tim what seriously? Is it number 1, tempted, contoured, contemplated, or cemented? Very good. It's contemplated, which means to be in deep thought about whether to take the phone or not to take the phone. So this represents how Tim was actually thinking and was trying to reason with himself about whether he should take the phone or not to take the phone. Knitting his brows together, Tim waited to nick the phone for himself. Is it number one, his conscience and his desire, his needs and his wants, his conscience and his or his pros and cons? Tim weighed out his conscience and his desire. So it's number one. As conscience means his own moral compass and his own values, and his desire means whether his own personal wants. After somewhat, Tim decided to do the right thing. After some major dithering. Well, we use the word major because it represents how there was a lot of thought into it, and Tim really had to think and contemplate for a long time whether he should do the right thing or not. While for teetering and dithering, we use dithering to represent how dithering means being indecisive or unsure, which fits the situation. Because he was unsure whether to do the right thing or the wrong thing. Hi everybody who just joined. There's a lot of people. Replace the sentence. A handsome man came for his phone. Is it number one, a dashing gentleman appeared to claim his phone? An attractive man manifested to stake on his phone? Or a stylish gentleman praised his phone? A gorgeous guy walked up to his phone? Well, the answer to this is number one. Because it shows how a dashing gentleman appeared to claim his phone. While the second one doesn't make sense because a handsome man came for his phone doesn't mean the attractive man manifested to stick on his phone. It's not the case in this example. While a stylish gentleman appraised his phone. Appraise means to actually give value or to actually provide some sense of value towards an item. So for example, someone might appraise an antique object to actually show or to value its worth. Question 10. Thanking Tim for being a boy of what? Is it a boy of insight, a boy of ingenuity, a boy of integrity, or a boy of initiative? For this example, we use number 3 because Tim was honored in returning the phone back to its original owner. Exercise 2. Enrich your vocabulary. From the list of words given, choose the most suitable answer for each blank. The first option is teetering, B is dithering, C is tittering, and D is reckoning. Number 1. The nanny was what at her wit's end when the toddlers threw toys at her and pulled her hair when she was feeding them. She burst out crying in frustration. The answer to this is actually B, which is dithering. Because it shows how the nanny was unsure of what to do and she was contemplating very seriously what to do with the boys. The nanny was overwhelmed and possibly unsure of how to tackle this situation, which fits the context of frustration. Question 2. Despite her what in making up her mind about her purchases, the salesman was still very patiently serving the fickle-minded customer. This answer is also B, which is dithering, which actually represents how the fickle-minded customer couldn't decide what to buy or whether to buy or not. Therefore, the salesman was very patiently waiting for the customer to make her decision. Question 3. During the matchmaking session, the ladies were all wide awake at the test that the guys were made to go through. The answer is C, tethering, because it shows how the ladies were very surprised at what the guys were made to go through. Hello, Chu. 2 is dithering. Yeah, 2 is also dithering because it's explaining how the salesman was very patient about waiting for the customer who couldn't figure out what she wanted. So deterring means to hesitation or indecision. And since the customer was taking a long time to decide, this word fits best. By the scientists, what the new machine is ready to be introduced to the world in 3 months' time. By the scientists, reckoning. Reckoning refers to an assessment or judgment, which suits the context where scientists are evaluating the machine's readiness. Question 5. The school management what seriously before they implemented the new rule of doing away with school uniforms? The answer to this is C, which is contemplated. This shows how the school's management was thinking deeply about whether to do away with the school uniforms or not. The war what the friendship of two comrades who fought side by side. The war cemented the friendship of two comrades who fought side by side. Cemented means to strengthen or solidify, which fits the idea the war made the friendship stronger. Tommy was very what to buy himself an ice cream although he was on a diet. Tommy was very tempted to buy himself an ice cream although he was on a diet. Tempted means feeling the desire to do something, especially something one should avoid. Since Tommy was on a diet but wanted an ice cream, this word fits best. Question 8.
Jason.
Oh, hi Jason. Doing a live today, you know. First time on the camera live.
Can you introduce yourself? I'm teacher.
Oh. Hi everyone. I'm teacher Royston. My credentials are I've read storybook reading by Roald Dahl. I've read Boy by Roald Dahl, and I've read half of Harry Potter. Admin Jason can attest to my profound reading skills, especially with Harry Potter. Mother's face, what in fury when she saw the whole house being messed up by Ben and Terry. Mother's face contoured in fury when she saw the whole house being messed by Ben and Terry. Contoured means twisted or distorted, which describes how a face changed due to anger. Our class representatives need to have what so that they will have critical first steps in making decisions whenever the teacher is not around. They need to have the initiative. Class representatives need to take initiative to make decisions when the teacher is not present. Initiative means to be able to start things independently and take action without always being told what to do. So the class representative need to have their own judgment, so when the teacher is not around, they can execute their decision wisely. The class treasurer must be a person of C. Integrity. Because as a treasurer, they actually manage a lot of funds and they manage money. So they need to be honest with the funds to actually make sure that the funds go to the right causes and they don't pocket the change. He must be a child prodigy, as he is able to solve such complicated mathematics questions at such tender age. His what should be properly developed. His ingenuity should be properly developed. For a child prodigy who can solve complex math problems, it is their ingenuity that should be properly developed, which refers to being clever, original, and inventive, which aligns with mathematical problem-solving skills. The king trusted only the witch what, so he will always seek advice before any major decisions. Only the witch insight. The king trusted only the witch's insight, so he will always seek her advice before making any major decision. Although the king trusted the witch's insight to seek advice, insight refers to a deep understanding and the ability to see things clearly and understand the hidden meanings, which is why people often consult witches or advisors for their wisdom and perspective. Okay, we are moving on to exercise 3, which is using power words. From the list of words given, choose the most suitable answer for each blank. Question 1. Although the father was feeling what about his son's critical condition, he needed to what for the sake of his wife was already in sobs and tears. Although the father was feeling fretful about his son's critical condition, he needed to get his act together for the sake of his wife, who was already in sobs and tears. Fretful means anxious or worried, fitting the context of a son in critical condition. Get his act together is an idiom meaning to organize oneself and behave responsibly, which the father needs to do to support his wife. The what organized by the student council was a very successful event, and everyone was having a what participating in different games. The F Jambo organized by the student council was a very successful event. Merriment participating in different games. This answer is E as Jamboree refers to a large celebratory event or festival suitable for an event organized by the student council. Merriment means gaily and joyful fun, describing the atmosphere of people enjoying the games. Question 3. The answer is in steady strides. In steady strides. The designer took the stage for his first fashion show and wowed the audience with what sincere boast. And thanked the audience copiously. With a what? The humble and shy man, the crowded auditorium, to receive a commendation for his valiant act in deterring a robber. He what thanked the police for the award and left the stage hurriedly. With K, a slight tinge of disinclination. The humble and shy man what the crowded auditorium. Hello everybody, hello Tiara, hello Cheryl Ng, hello, I can't read the name. Hello Tiara and user and alkaline oxygen water and Hans Trump and Easy Daisy. Hi everybody. Hi friends. Welcome to the live. And Panda FX. Oh, Panda FX, welcome to the live. And Jonathan Schooling. Hello. Sounds like Joseph Schooling, but okay, Jonathan Schooling. Hi. Coral Magic. Hi everybody. A Ng. Hello. Zynerix. Hello. Lilac. Welcome to the live. Faith04. Hello. Duo Flower. Miss Capybara Books. Hello. Ni hao. Hello. Mina Misen. Hello. BBT MJ. Hello. C. Hello. Mia Misen. Hello. DK. Hello. People VBS. Okay, hello. Okay, enough names. The humble and shy man what the crowded auditorium. J weaved his way through the crowded auditorium. Auditorium. to receive a commendation for his valiant and act in determining and deterring a robber. He earnestly thanked the police. He what? Thanked the police for the award and left the stage hurriedly. Earnestly. Thanked the police for the award and left the stage hurriedly. Exam question 2. You were horrified to know that your aunt was to stay with your family for a few days. In addition, you were to share your room with her. Based on the above situation, write a composition of at least 150 words. In your composition, make use of the points below. What your reaction was, what you did, and what happened in the end. You may reorder the points. You may also include other relevant points. Model composition. Aunt Abigail. The stream of sun rays filtered through the curtains, showering my bedroom in its brilliance. I stretched my arms and lazed in bed. It was the first day of school holidays. The first day of a whole week of fun and freedom. I could sleep late every day and laze all I want. There were no more tests or examinations to worry about. I smelled like a cashier cat lapping a bowl of milk. Whistling my favorite tune, I made my way downstairs for breakfast. My happiness was short-lived when I saw a familiar face sitting at breakfast table with my mother. It was mother's sister, Aunt Abigail. Horror struck me. Aunt Abigail was a nightmare to be with. She was a bespectacled, thin, weary woman. Her hair was constantly put into a tight little bun at the back of her neck. However, what I disliked her was a high-pitched nasal voice. There you are, Jeannie. Aunt Abigail is... Hello.
It's my name.
Sorry?
Jean.
Huh? Jean?
Jean.
Oh, Jean joined.
Jean, that's me. No, the one that you're reading. Oh my god, I'm so slow.
Oh, Jeannie. Oh. Aunt Abigail is here to visit. My mother's voice rang out with a tinge of warning. She's going to be staying... Sorry. Admin Jean will be back. There you are, Jeannie. My mother's voice rang out with a tinge of warning. She's going to be staying with us for a week. You'll be sharing your room with her, so make sure she's comfortable.
Manage that.
No, my head spun and I felt concerned. I opened my mouth to protest, but the look my mother shot me was sufficient in cutting me off. With that, the two of them continued drinking their tea, and I knew I had been dismissed. I padded out of the house, not believing that this was happening to me. My holidays were ruined. Just then I had a brainwave. My face lit up in delight as my impish mind formulated a plan. I avoided Aunt Abigail for the entire day till bedtime. When she sashayed into my room, I was ready for her. Oh my god! Why is your room so warm? What happened to the air conditioner? Aunt Abigail grumbled grumbled in a perpetual complaining tone. In a sashaying voice, I sweetly explained to her that the air conditioner was broken and adjusted to the leaking pipes. Then I suggested a shower to cool off. Grumbling under her breath, Aunt Abigail shuffled into the bathroom. Ah, why is it water cold? Where's the hot water? Her shrieks ran out from the room and bathroom. I sprang feeling down and assumed the heater was down too. This was a stifling night. I thought she would have enjoyed the refreshing cold water. Aunt Abigail was oblivious to my explanation. She stormed out of my room, towing her bags in a wake. My plan had worked. I danced a little victory dance in the room, patted myself on the shoulders. Hopefully, Aunt Abigail will not return for a long, long time. Hello. Totomas. 9. What do you mean by 9? Hi, Michelle and Justin. I don't think you're the Michelle I know, but yeah. Hi, Michelle. I smelled like a I smelled like a white lapping of bowl of milk. I smelled like a Cheshire cat. The phrase smelled like a Cheshire cat on the vocabulary list means to show satisfaction. The sentence described the narrator's joyful mood at the start of the holidays, making Cheshire cat a fitting description of their broad, satisfied smile. So this few questions is actually the vocab that we learned just now in the model composition, and they are actually used in the same way. It's just that it's removed. Just that the whole composition is not given to you, and there are some blanks in it. So they actually like take away like a small sentence with the good phrase inside. Then these are the questions that come out with it. To actually test our memory to active recall on the things that we just learned just now. Number 2, she was a give you guys some time to think. She was a bespectacled, thin, and white woman. Okay, she was a bespectacled, thin, weary woman. However, what I disliked most was her white voice. Was her sharp, pasty voice means that it's a very high voice, and it was very sharp. That means it's not nice to hear. It can be quite annoying to listen to that for a while. That's what I was trying to say. 5. I opened my mouth to protest, but the look my mother shot me was sufficient. Sufficient means enough. In what, me, what? Give you guys some time to think. So what do you guys think is the answer? I opened my mouth in what, me, what? In cutting me off. Here's number one. My face lit up in delight as my impish mind what a plan. The right answer is formulated. Question 4. My face lit up in delight as my impish mind formulated a plan. Formulated a plan means to actually think of a plan. As this is as the person's face lit up in delight as they thought of a plan. And what word would fit that best is for formulated. Because articulated means said, while framed means to represent. Conducted means to do, and formulated means to have formulated, like like chemistry. In what A/N voice, I sweetly explained to her that the air conditioner had broken down and gestured to the leaking pipe. In a 3. Sashin voice, which means excessively sweet voice. Therefore, the answer is 3. I apologize to Aunt Abigail and explained that the heater was down too. I fervently apologized, which means to say sorry with great emotion. And zest means a strong emotional and perhaps exaggerated apology. Given the narrator's mischievous plan and slightly sarcastic tone throughout the passage, fervently might imply a slight insincere or over-the-top apology aimed at possessing Aunt Abigail rather than genuine remorse, fitting the narrator's character. Being such a white night, I thought she would have enjoyed the refreshing cold water. Being a stifling night means that the night is very hot and very stuffy. The narrator thinks being in such a night she would have enjoyed the refreshing cold water. Stifling night as a description of the weather sets a context where cold water would indeed be welcome. This context highlights the contrast between the narrator's intention and Aunt Abigail's unreasonable complaint about it being cold, further emphasizing Aunt Abigail's negative traits and the success of the narrator's plan to annoy her, to kick Aunt Abigail out of the house, or at least out of her room. Aunt Abigail was what to my explanation? Question 2. Oblivious. Oblivious means to be unaware. Aunt Abigail too was my explanation. She stormed out. My plan had worked. If Aunt Abigail stormed out and the narrator's plan had worked, it indicates that she didn't understand or was aware of the narrator's true intention or the reality of the situation. Exercise 2. Exercise 2. Enrich your vocabulary. From the list of words given, choose the most suitable answer for each blank. The white man squeezed himself into the vacant seat next to Gina, much to her dismay. The podgy man squeezed himself into the vacant seat next to Gina, much to her dismay. Since dismay, we understand that, and to squeeze himself means that the man is not the smaller size. So this might mean that Gina was squeezed into his seat. The white lead actress in the latest blockbuster caused quite a stir when she appeared scantily clad in a particular scene. But Burke's Dome lead actress in the latest blockbuster caused quite a stir when she appeared scantily clad in a particular scene. Which means that plump and unattractive, especially the word is used to describe a person who is very attractive and would do well in the entertainment industry. Cheryl credits her figure to the weekly aerobics and yoga sessions. Don't be fooled by his looks. He may be small, but weary. Weary means lean and sinewy, strong. This word suggests that despite being small in stature, the man is actually quite strong and tough. It's often used as a warning not to underestimate someone based on their size. His white tone was lost on Jane, who is constantly in a world of his own. His acerbic tone means sharp and forthright, sarcastic or bitter. An Arabic tone is subtle and potentially someone who might be missed by someone or paying attention or preoccupied. Like Jane, who is constantly in a world of her own. Adina gave up her most sasheen smile to the receptionist, hoping to get a free upgrade of hotel room. This means to be excessively sweet or sentimental, often in a way that seems insincere or artificial. In this context, it's likely overly sweet, possibly fake, used to manipulate the receptionist into providing a free upgrade. The Wat prince demanded all to bow before him in reverence. The haughty prince demanded all to bow to him in reverence. Haughty means arrogantly superior or disdainful, and a haughty prince is someone who acts in a superior manner and expect others to show him reverence and respect, such as bowing before him. Seeing that his mother was not going to buy the toy truck for him, the Wat child started screaming his head off. The petulant child started screaming his head off. Petulant means childishly sulky or bad-tempered. A petulant child is likely to react to not getting what they want with childish bad temper, such as screaming his head off. We'll go off to 9 to 12. Ken was what to his brother's displeasure with him till his brother finally blasted him in front of the whole family. Ken was oblivious to his brother's displeasure with him till his brother finally blasted him in front of the whole family. Oblivious means to be unaware, and Ken was not aware of his brother's negative feelings until it became very obvious and public when his brother blasted him in front of everyone. Being what of the culture, Tom followed the mannerism. Oh, hello, Dr. Hippo Potato. Oh, yeah, you're right. Good job. Being one of the culture, Tom followed the mannerism and ways of the people in the country so as to not to offend anyone. Being observant of the culture, Tom followed the mannerism and ways of the people in the country so as to not offend anyone. Hello, Yolanda Flower and Kolomi. Observant, sorry?
Yolanda Flouncer.
Oh, Yolanda Flouncer, not Flower. Oh, I see. Yolanda Flower. Flounder, Flouncer.
Just call her Flower.
Flower. Flouncer or flower? Which one do you prefer? Anyways, good job. Yeah, it's observant. It was by chance that the lost traveller stumbled upon a what village? Oh, I can't see that thing. Stumbled upon an obscure village. Obscure means not discovered or known about. Uncertain and obscure village would be one that's remote, hidden, or well known, which lost travellers will be lucky to stumble upon by chance. Good job, Yolanda Flouncer. Due to the what graphics, the book was banned for distribution. What do you guys think it is? We've done B, D, A, so there's only one left. There's only one option left, which is obscene. Due to obscene graphics, the book was banned for distribution. Obscene means offensive or disgusting by accepted standards of morality and decency. Obscene graphics will be considered highly inappropriate and offensive, which is a common reason for books to be banned from distribution due to content regulations. Exercise 3. Using power words. From the list of words given, choose the most suitable answer for each blank. Frederick hid in the cupboard, and what smile appeared on his face when he saw his sister What walk into the room. Frederick's what when the pail of water landed on his sister's head. Implish smile. Okay, that's good. Good job, Yolanda Flouncer. Wow, this one very good, very good. That's a very good answer actually. But you're right. It's an implish smile. Implish means mischievous. And this is perfect because Frederick is planning to play a prank. Therefore, he's playful and slightly naughty thought in his mind as he anticipated his sister's arrival. That's why it's implish. Good job, Yolanda Flouncer. Sister sachet. When he saw his sister sachet into the room. Good job. Yeah, very good, very good. Frederick's what when the pail of water landed on his sister's head? Okay, his face lit up. Face lit up in delight when the pail of water landed on his sister's head. The old man walked to the bus stop What a black trash bag filled with empty cans. Okay, I'm going to scroll down from the options. You guys just think off your head, think of what is suitable to actually be used in this context, in this question. The old man shuffled to the bus stop, towing a black trash bag filled with empty cans. Good job, Yolanda Flouncer. It is shuffled. The classroom was unbearably bored. The moment the lesson ended and class was, all the students made their way out the door seeking cooler air. Okay, I can show you the options. According to the answers are stifling. Oh, good job. Very good, Yolanda Flouncer. You are you still very good with your English? You seem really impressive with your English language, your command of the English language. I think it's very good. You got all the questions right. The moment the lesson ended and class was, this one is an easy one, dismissed. All the students what made their way out the door seeking cooler air. Good job. It's H. Fervently. Good job, Yolanda Flouncer. Very impressive. Honestly, very impressive that. I'm very impressed that you can get all these questions correct, to be honest. The children's badgering went on what? Knowing that he had been, when his wife sided with the children, Mr. Yeo finally agreed to their request. Can I show you the options? So the children's badgering went on, knowing that he had been, when his wife sided with the children, Mr. Yeo finally agreed to their request. Good job, Yolanda Flouncer. You changed your answer from relentlessly to perpetually, which is correct. You're right. Good thing you changed your answer. The answer is A, perpetually. Knowing that he had been what when his wife sided with his children, Mr. Yu finally agreed to their request. Knowing that he had been when his wife sided with the children, Mr. Yu finally agreed to his request. Good job. Yes, it's E. Okay, let's move on. Exam question 3. Write a story based on the picture below. Your story should be at least 150 words long. For your story, make use of the points below. What the boy did, what happened to the dog, what happened in the end. You reorder the points, you may also include other relevant points. Moral composition. The dog Edward saved. The evening sky was overcast in a mixture of purple and red clouds. Thunder rumbled softly in the distance, signaling imminent rain. Despite that Edward was still in high spirits as it was Friday, Edward was looking forward to spending his weekend with his new PSP games. He hastened his steps, and as a gentle drizzle started to fall from the sky. As the rain got heavier, Edward opted for the shortcut home. He decided to cut through the quiet back alley of the old shophouses. Not wanting to be soaked to the skin, Edward broke into a run. Suddenly, a distinctively ferocious black bark resounded in the dark alley. Woof, woof, grr, grr, woof, woof. Edward froze on the spot. Fear pulsated in him. His heart palpitated against his ribs. The growl escalated to an ominous snarl. Edward's palms turned clammy as his legs started trembling uncontrollably. Merciless rain started pouring down in torrents. Edward was caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. It was either he ventured forward to run all the way home, or he could back out of the alley. A deafening thunder jolted Edward out of his momentous stupor, and he raced forward, sprinting like an Olympic athlete. When he was confronted with the source of the threatening snarl, Edward was shocked. It was a small Jack Russell. The poor animal was stuck. The blood stained its furry hind legs that were caught in between the openings of a rusty drain cover. On seeing Edward, it flashed its most intimidating defense on itself, its teeth. Thinking on his toes, Edward shrugged off his school bag in a bid to win the dog's trust. Then he bent down very slowly, inching his arms forward in a comforting manner and crooning softly. He gently shook the dog's body, giving assurance. The Jack Russell's malicious snarl softened to a whine. Edward knew he had finally won his trust. He set out about to try to free the poor dog's hind legs. Rain pattered down heavily on both the man and animal. Both were thoroughly drenched. After a tedious struggle, Edward succeeded in freeing the trapped animal. After a tedious struggle, Edward succeeded in freeing the trapped animal. He took out his pea t-shirt and wrapped the injured dog gingerly. When he reached home, his mother was all set to give him a earful. However, the sight of the poor animal saved Edward from a stern reproach. They called the SPCA, and the dog was collected from Edward's house to be treated. Edward will forever remember that particular rainy Friday. Power words. Evening sky was overcast in a mixture of purple and red clouds. Means the cloudy evening sky. Thunder rumbled softly, which means the low sound of thunder. Imminent rain means the rain is about to come. And hasten his steps means increased speed in walking. Gentle drizzle means for light rain, while opted for is choose to. Soaked to the skin means totally wet due to being caught in the rain. Distinctively ferocious means obviously behaving in a fierce manner. Froze on the spot means remain motionless due to shock. Fear pulsated in him means felt very frightened. Heart palpitated against his ribs. Heart beat very fast due to fear. Growl escalated into an ominous snarl, a bark that became louder and fiercer. Palms turned clammy, sweaty hands due to being frightened. Merciless rain started pouring down in torrents, rain falling heavily. The dog Edward saved. The evening sky was overcast and a mixture of purple and red clouds. Thunder rumbled softly in the distance, signaling what rain. Thunder rumbled softly in the distance, signaling that the rain should be about to come. So, what is a word that can represent that the rain is about to come and it's about to be raining cats and dogs? Okay, yes, it's imminent. Imminent rain. Despite that Edward was still in high spirits as it was Friday, Edward was looking forward to spending his weekend with his new PSP games. He hastened his steps as a gentle drizzle started to fall from the sky. As the rain got heavier, Edward wiped the shortcut home. opted for. He decided to cut through the quiet back alley of the old stone houses, not wanting to be soaked to the. Oh, hi, Yolanda Flower. Yeah, but imminent, I think impending works as well. Impending, I think, should be correct as well, so I'll give you props for that. Good job. And as the rain got heavier, Edward took the shortcut home. That's correct as well. So good job on that as well. I think all your answers are generally correct. Yeah. I you just decided to use a different answer. Not wanting to be what Edward broke into a run. This is an idiom about if you're very wet, especially when you get caught in the rain. Soaked to the skin, Edward broke into a run. Suddenly a distinctly ferocious bark resounded in the dark alley. Woof woof grr grr, woof woof grr grr. Edward froze on the spot. He was frightened. The growl escalated to an ominous snarl. Edward's plans. Edward's palms turned clammy as his legs started trembling uncontrollably. Merciless rain started pouring down in torrents. Edward was caught something. It was either he to run all the way home or he could back out of the alley. This is a bit harder one. Edward was caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. Between the devil and deep blue sea. This represents how there was two very important decisions that he had to make, but both wasn't good at all. That means he was facing two difficult situations, and it was a very difficult dilemma that he had to think about. He could either go forward into the alley towards the ferocious barking, which was scary and risky, or he could retreat back to the way he came, which also might be unpleasant in the heavy rain, especially as it would delay him from getting home. So both options presented challenges. Between a rock and a hard place, I've never heard that before, but if it's an idiom representing something like what I talked about, the between the devils and the deep blue sea, where both options is not ideal and both options are you are in a very difficult dilemma between two difficult decisions you have to make. If that's so, then your answer will be correct as well. It was either he wanted to run all the way home or he could back out of the alley. It's either he ventured forward violently. A deafening thunder jolted Edward out of his what, and he raced forward. Maybe we can spot one here. It's number 17. The loud thunder startled him and snapped him out of the frozen state of his shock. On inaction, he was due in fear at the dog's snarl and worsening rain, prompting him to start moving again. Good job! Joanna answer. Very good, very good. I appreciate your answers very much. Thank you for joining us for our live today. Yeah, really appreciate it. When he came face to face with the source of the threatening snarl, Edward was shocked. It was a small Jack Russell. The poor animal was stuck, blood stained in its furry hind legs that were caught in between the openings of a rusty drain cover. It was on seeing Edward, it flashed its menacing teeth. What? Edward shrugged off his school bag in a bid to win the dog's trust. What do you think the answer? On seeing Edward, it flashed his menacing teeth. What? Edward shrugged off his school bag in a bid to win the dog's trust. So in a bid to win the dog's trust, what did Edward do? Thinking on his toes. Thinking on his toes, Edward shrugged off his school bag in a bid to win the dog's trust. Then he bent down very slowly, inching his arms forward in a comforting manner and crooning softly. He gently stroked the dog's body, giving it what? He approached the dog and wanted to assure the dog and win the dog's trust. So, what did he give it? Confidence. I think confidence will work as well. But I think another answer could be assurance. Do you agree with me? Assurance. Giving assurance that Edward was okay and could be trusted. But I think confidence will work as well. I think that will work as well. Yeah, thank you, Yolanda Flower. Thanks for the thumbs up. Oh wow, Jason is still here. Wow, Jason has been on the live for a long time. Hi Jason. The Jack Russell's malicious now softened to a whine. Edward knew he had finally won his trust. He set about to try to free the poor dog's hind legs. Rain pelted down heavily on both man and animal. Both were drenched to the skin. After a tedious struggle, Edward succeeded in freeing the trapped animal. He took out his PE t-shirt and wrapped the injured dog gingerly. When he reached home, his mother was all set to give him a earful. However, the sight of the poor animal saved Edward from... What do you think the answer? Yes, it's the stern reproach. Okay, good job. Hello, Super Daddy. They called the SPCA and the dog was collected from Edward's house to be treated. Edward would forever remember the particular rainy Friday. Thunder rumbled softly in the distance, signaling what rain. Okay, this is the last section already. Then I'll stop. I don't know what happens. Small Good job, imminent. Correct. As the rain got heavier, Edward walked for the shortcut home. Opted for the shortcut home. Not wanting to be what Edward broke into a run. Soaked to the skin. Replace the sentence. He was frightened. Fear pulsated in him. His heart palpitated against his ribs. For fear ripened him, his heart launched against his lungs. Fear nauseated from him, his heart thumped against his stomach. Or fear wrenched him, his heart throbbed against his gut. Here's one. Good job. Edward was caught between earth and the depths of the ocean, between the strong and the feeble, between the good and evil, or between the devil and the deep blue sea. We went through this just now. Between two very difficult decisions when you cannot make it, and it's a very difficult dilemma because both options are not ideal. Okay, yeah, it's number 4, between the devil and the deep blue sea. Okay, that's all for me today. Have a good day ahead. If I'll see you in the next live, I'll see you in the next live. Thank you, Yolanda Flower, for joining me on today's live. We're gonna call it here. Yeah, I'm gonna go for my lunch. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye everyone.
Bye-bye.